Alrighty, so for video 2, we are going to continue by focusing on the collection list section. And this is that first section that we have at the top of the page underneath of our slider. So currently we have this first set as set 1 through 4. In the collection list area, you can add up to 6 individual collections. You can see with the Add Collection button, it will let you know when you've used all of your optional blocks. You can also see that it will automatically add the blank areas if needed. To add the actual collection to the menu, we will open the Unmarked Collection tab. You can see that it automatically titles each one with the image and corresponding name, or it will leave it blank with the little collection tag and collection title if it doesn't have a collection synced to it yet. Underneath of this, it will automatically load your current collections where you can come in and add your remaining collections as you see fit. You can also opt to delete any collections as needed. So say we only wanted to use 5 of the 6, we can opt to come in and remove content, which will automatically delete that last block and automatically reflow our page. So now we can see 1, 2, 3, followed by 4, and our 5th one being Build Your Own Bracelet. We can also opt to reorder these if we want. Obviously, most of these are numerical, 1, 2, 3, 4, so we'll want to keep those in their congruent order, but we can always drag the unnumbered ones to the front or to the end, depending on how we're feeling. Or if we say we don't want that in there at all, again, we can come in and we can simply remove content. So you can see we're back down to set 1, 2, 3, 4. We can come back and we can see that we have 2 collection lists currently on our page, one of which is hidden by the slash through the little I here. You can see this collection reappears with Grand Slam and Build Your Own Bracelet. Again, this gives us the option to add up to 6 collections. We do need to have a minimum of 2 in each collections list, because if we remove one of these, you will see that it does not fill the content all the way across the screen. It leaves us with an open gap, which does not look very good. So we'll always want to keep at least 2 in each row. We could theoretically make this area 1 and 2, followed by a second collections list 3 and 4, if we wanted to have these larger on the page. Or we can delete it altogether, though I would recommend always hiding content over actually deleting it, just so you don't have to come in and find it later if you don't want to. We can also move this collections list up and down the page if we would like. We can put it before or after any other item, because again, we have the option to click and drag these sections down the page. I think it works best up at the top of the page following the slideshow. Kind of just makes the most sense up there. So we can drag that back up to the top. You can see we're back to our original order of our slideshow, followed by our collections list of set 1 through 4. And we currently have our second collections list hidden, removing Grand Slam and this unused tile. Again, if we wanted to add something to that last tile, we would come in. We can see Grand Slam with its photo is first, followed by the blank collection second. We simply open the collections drop down and select which one we want to include there. And hit select, and this has been added in, and you can see the blank title has been changed to the new title. Alright, so we can go back to our main menu. Similar to the collections list, we can also add individual sets onto the page. You can opt to put each set on the page versus having a collections list. That's up to you. That's just a personal preference call. The Add section is where you'll find the different menu options, the different add-ons for the pages. So featured collections, collections list are the two that we're focusing on, but you can also see we can add images, etc. So this is an area where you can come in and kind of just play and check stuff out. It's all pretty self-explanatory. If you find you don't like any of the items on here, you can always just delete it. It's all very safe to use. You can't really break anything by adding this stuff to the page. So right now we are going to focus on the build your own content. So you can see up here, it's build your own. We can always decide to pick a different collection. So we want to hit change, and with the drop down you can see we have the option to change to Grand Slam set 1 through 4. Again, we could opt to add each of these sets to the page. So set 1, hit select, and then go back, and then we can have set 2, hit select. So now we can see set 1 and set 2 are both appearing on the home page, and this will automatically pull items from that collection list. It just does it on its own. I think it focuses on what items were inputted first. If we want to add another section, we can come in and we will want to look for featured. So let's see here, featured collection or collections list. We want to do featured collection, and you can see this comes in as blank. So we have our new featured collection. We will want to select which collection we want next, which would be set 3. You can see it's selected. This is currently set to have 2 rows. We could have up to 3 rows appear. So you can see you can have quite a large area. For this home page, I think 1 row is the best. Now you can see we have section 1, section 2, section 3, set 1, set 2, set 3. Images are automatically curating. We can come back and add an additional section again, featured collection, add, and we will come in and select our final set, hit select, and again change this to 1 row so they all match, and now we have our complete set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4 with the pre-curating images and content. Alright, so we can come back, and this is one of those areas where you will want to decide whether you want example set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4 with the collections list versus having each individual item out on the home page. So set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4. This is totally up to you. Again, you can come in and you can hide any of this content that you don't want on the page any longer simply by hiding the eyes. And you can see this has removed it from the home page, and we are back to having our original collections list at the top, our second collections list. As you can see, they're separated by this like little termination here. You can see that they are 2 different collections lists over here on the side, followed by our text area, which is what we're going to focus on in the third video.